Hello everyone and welcome back to the second edition of my Road to Olympia, and we are getting very close, very close, and I am getting super excited. As you know, you may not know, but my favorite color is gold, and this is the 60th edition of Olympia, so it's a very special time for me to be a part of this, and I want to embrace the goldness as I do, and of course show my best physique and hopefully routine as well to date. So I've been working super hard. All you can do is try your best, right? And then I just want to put on a show. And now that we're starting to, I wouldn't say ease down, no, but we're starting to just make sure everything stays full in my muscles. Make sure, everything is in point in terms of the definition, what needs to be shown for my category, and just keep things going to the bitter end. Right, so I'm going to start off by showing you my full-on routine as I've done, but it'll be a little bit different, so you get to see another part of it, of what I do, and you also get to see some of my stretching, how I prepare myself for both my routine in fitness as well as for weights. So I try and incorporate the two. So to be fair, I don't want to be doing warm-ups twice. So if I can limber up, do that. I always have to do, as I've mentioned, I think several times, I always have to do my routine skills first and stretching. It doesn't work the other way around. I tried it. Maybe one day, if I can find some clips, I'll show you what happens when I train weights and then try to do skills. It's like I might as well not be in a fitness category, actually. It is terrible. So this is the right order I've worked out. I don't know if I've mentioned before, maybe I have, but this is actually going to be my 12th show, or showing, I should say, in 3 years. So this is my 3rd year as a pro. So I think I'm still classed as kind of a newbie, but I feel experienced enough to know what I am doing, what this is about. When I first came into this, everything happened at once, which you may know. When I won the first ever Arnold's Classic UK in 221, I got my pro card, then, won the pro show and straight to Olympia. And I am forever grateful for that experience. Gosh, it's gonna make me emotional, but I am forever grateful for that experience. It pushed me beyond the limits that I never thought I would get to, because I had to learn so much in a year, because I wanted to be my absolute best for my first showing, my first Olympia debut. But you know what? I've learned throughout all these shows. I've made sure that I travel, of course, as well. So you've seen me show up in America, in the States, and do some shows out there, get my name out there, and just get a feel for the stage, my competitors, and really what is it about to be a pro. So I'm hoping for my 2nd time at Olympia that I am a pro. Yes, I know that, but I'm going to be really a pro. So here we go. Home in how important it is to stretch. Even if you don't do fitness, it increases your range of movement in weights, and it also keeps the blood flowing so that, again, it can, prevent you from getting injured as well. If you are stretched. The right muscle parts for what you're doing has to be stretched out. So obviously you need to think, what am I doing that day? You know, what can I do to maximize my lifts? So even though I have to warm up anyways, I would still stretch and make sure my range of movement is good. So that way my form is good when I lift, and I can grow some more muscles. Well, in my case not, but maximize my potential. Can't believe that I'm actually down on this. Like, sorry. I just really excited because since I tore my hamstring, I cannot tell you the struggle. It's been a struggle. I started out here and I was like, this ain't good, but you know, we'll work on it. And now I am down. I am back down, so yay. That felt good. So that means all that rehab I've done, everything, I literally did the most. Gosh, I did the most. But it's all paid off. So consistency works. So we're on to the last part of my workout and I am doing weights. At the moment I'm only doing 2 sets of everything to failure, and that is it. If I need a warm-up set, I will do that and then do the 2 sets to failure. But right now, feeling pretty limber. I am going straight from doing all the things you saw, stretching, gymnastics sort of skills, and then things in my fitness routine as well, into the weights. So right now, energy is low, but as I always say, if you channel your mindset, you'll get through anything. So I'm gonna get through this, and then that's it. That will be that. Okay, that's a warm up. So I decided maybe I should do a little warm up just to test the weights. That feels good. So we will do our 2 sets to failure from this point. And when it comes to rest, I this point. As much rest as I need, but I'm trying to take very little rest because I want to still be intense at this point, but at the same time I need to make sure I can lift it and do full reps. So there are no partial reps. Everything has to be full reps to failure. Why? Because I don't want to get injured. So I'm not gonna push beyond failure or do anything that's gonna get in the way of me obviously getting to stage. Okay, I don't know how many that was, I think near 20 maybe. Apparently I'm not very good at counting. In fact, I've been told all my life I overcount. I'll tell you a little story. When I was a gymnast and I was younger, the coaches will see if we are cheating. So they said, right, I'm gonna randomly count you when we did our conditioning work. And every single time they said, what, you did 24, you meant to do 20. I'm like, is that a bad thing? And they were like, no, but you might overexert yourself, you won't be able to go on the bars. I was like, really? But you know, maybe it put me in good stead. So in my head I have to complete everything, and that is that. And if I forget, which I'm a little bit of a dory. I haven't mentioned this, and the thing, I don't use it as something to, you know, people to feel sorry for me or anything like that, or it gets in my way. I just adapted. So the very important word is to adapt. But I do have, and I got diagnosed when I was at university, which is college if you're in the USA. And I got diagnosed with short-term cognitive memory disorder, so it's very hard for me to sometimes remember things. If you ever watch Finding Nemo, I am Dory, just keep swimming. And then I'm like, wait, where am I? Literally. Every day, maybe every 10 minutes. I do have an old school diary that I have to write everything down, and I have people laugh at me. I don't really care. But that's just my method. If I put it in my phone, which I still do, I will ignore it, I will forget it. I get too flustered to even look at it. So I think old school is the best. I train old school as well. Basically my whole life, and when I mean old school, I mean, you know, I look at bodybuilding back in the 1980s, and that's pretty much how I feel in terms of the mindset that they had. Not saying that everyone's mindset here is a little bit, you know, they're not driven, but that's the most relatable to me and the way of training. So that's why I incorporate into how I train in pretty much anything that I've done. And yeah, even though I have this, you know, disorder, I've coped with it, and it's something to think, if I can get through that and all the things that I do, then you know what am I fearing in life? And I can get through anything. You just have to have options. There's different methods around things. You know, everyone thinks differently, and you have to adapt to yourself. Okay, that took my breath away. As I said, we're only doing 2 sets, so let's move on. Like what? Fruity, yeah, on the beat like what? Like some dumbbells. Next.
So let's stop cute little bars like what? Fruity, yeah, on the beat like what?
Almost out of that. Yeah, it's just hard sometimes. You have to make sure you do both arms the same, of course, the same reps. And as you know, most of us have an arm which you prefer, or just lifts it a little bit easier. I try to even that out, and my arms at the moment, they don't feel too much different. So how did I do that? I did bilateral training at some point, and that really helped with evening out my body and its symmetry. At one point, I actually had one shoulder that was quite significant bigger than the other, but that's because I was using that side a lot to do one-handed sort of handstand work, and just not thinking about it being disproportionate until I looked in the mirror and started doing, some of my poses. So I really honed that in. So yeah, always pay attention to anything that don't feel quite right, and then get to the source. Okay, so last shoulder exercise, which is upright rows, and then I'm onto chest. That's a wrap. Let's go to the next part. Right, so we're starting with incline chest press. I think I went a little bit heavy there, but I still did enough reps, so yay me. do some chest dips. So we're gonna do it in a variation where it works the chest. Okay, I'm gonna try to do them unassisted, of course. And I'm gonna lean forward so I can work my chest. So as you can see, triceps, I'm not doing much. Weight is very light because I have enough triceps and biceps, as you know. But at this point, I literally just want to get the blood flowing all over the body. And the way I'm doing it, it's not gonna do much. I'm in a deficit, so we're not growing. Now we're on to the last exercise, and then we got more. I have to say, at this point, I still enjoy my workouts, but because the energy is low, I don't think I said that several times in this, energy is low. But if I can get through this, it just makes my mind stronger. And that feeling of you finishing a challenging workout feels so good. And it spurs me on for the next day, and seeing the results as well, pushing through, keeping the intensity high, making sure I'm going to failure, you know, that all helps in how your physique looks. Because yeah, when you do train, intensity still needs to remain high at this point. You still need to be doing good form on all reps as well, good range of movement. And if you can get those all together, keep things steady, you know, work at your pace and be consistent with it, I guarantee you will see some changes in your physique if you're not already doing all of this already. Told you I'm not done, so how can I forget posing? That's only the most important thing. That's what the judges see. They don't see me eating my chicken, my broccoli and my rice. So we finish off the day with some posing. That is a wrap. This is the only place you are going to watch me do my workouts live, in the flesh, see every single thing that I'm doing. So if you want to see that and continue to see that, and I'm gonna also show loads of different things, comment below if you want any topics covered. And remember to subscribe and like. See you on the next one.